Welcome back to another city update. Today I'm going to be going over just the progress I've made over the past week or two in the city here. This end of the city has stayed the same, haven't done much anything with it. However, before we get to the good stuff further down, I did change my shelves. So I moved my aircraft and some of the bigger stuff up to that shelf that's harder to look at. And I moved all of my tanks down here with my speed champions onto this shelf, except for the helicopter. The helicopter stayed. So now I have all of my speed champions in one spot, as well as most of my tanks in one spot. There's still a few that are lying around. I had tanks here. I put all my construction stuff there. And then that's just some of the mining equipment that I still have left over. And that is my P-51 mock. The P-38 mock I moved over to the airplane stand over by my desk. And this, I finished it, is the my modified version of the Indiana Jones fighter plane chase or escape. I don't remember the exact name of that set. But I have the car in its original form there. But this is the plane, so pretty simple modifications. The fuselage is exactly the same. All I did was I made the tail surfaces bigger, so the horizontal stabilizers as well as the rudder. Not the rudder, the just the rear fin. I made that bigger, as well as the wing surfaces. I more than doubled their size. I also made the prop, an adequate size instead of barely bigger around than the fuselage. And I also added these gun pods to the wings. So when I put this plane in an action sequence, kind of over shooting at the Indiana Jones car, I'm going to put some transparent orange dishes on the end of those gun pods there to make it look like it's shooting. So, yeah, there's that. Everything else on the shelves stayed the same. Now to the city. So, big thing is I have the jazz club. I got that built and put in place. Put it here right next to the birch books from the bookshop modular as well as Assembly Square. I think it makes a nice, downtown strip right across the street from my custom deli and townhouse. Then we move over here. Nothing update on the beach-wise, but the harbor. The harbor has had a lot of progress. So, first thing you'll notice is maybe not the first thing you'll notice, but one thing I did was the base plates there. I switched the base plates that I had here, which were the old style light gray base plates that had like 3 rows on them. I switched those with the 2-row base plates that were in my fire station bays there. So now in my fire station I have an extra bay, so I have room for another piece of apparatus. I'm thinking I'm going to build a hazmat unit of some kind. But the reason I did this swap was to give me more kind of room to place cargo along the side of the lanes where the trucks are. So I have more cargo kind of sitting along here. Whereas before it was just I had room for vehicles and that was about it. So that's one change that I made, and I just tiled it off here to connect it to the road. A little detail I put here was like a little kind of like gas valve thing or whatever. Not sure exactly what you want to call it, but just something to add a little bit more detail. I want to do more stuff similar to that further along here, but that's just going to come in little things here and there, just as I get inspiration to build them. I have the crane in place, and then, well, the bucket crane is in place, and you can see along the edge here I put up these dark bluish gray cones there for like the tie up ports for the ships to tie up to the dock. And then I also put these white 1x4 lattice panels up just to kind of give more added detail. There really is no other reason for them than that. I also put them in here. And then I realized when I was working on this that I made one mistake when building the original version of this gantry crane. And that's, I didn't make it wide enough to fit my large, like, sea containers. So I had to go back and modify it. I still want to do some work on this. I kind of want to get rid of these slope pieces and just bring these arches all the way up to that height. But that's going to be some more than just a little bit of work to do that. But I also expanded the gantry crane out in this direction so it can unload cargo on this side. It can't quite reach out to here, so it can't put cargo directly onto a ship, but it can at least place it in like this staging area, and then the forklift can come and pick it up. So there's that. I built a lot of cargo, so I have like barrels there of fuel or oil, some sort of liquid, some containers here, just some crates with, I don't know, random stuff in them. All the same, I got, fuel bottles. This is a Brickmania, or not a Brickmania, but a Brick Arms weapons crate, some treasure chest, and a good use of my pab wall parts is I took these the red doors that I got off the pab wall that I have a whole drawer full of, and I made just some random cargo crates out of them just to kind of use up those doors. Then over here I have some more cargo. I have that like ATV set there. That's from a cargo plane set from years ago. I have some more crates of just like bars and pieces and whatnot. Pallets of track pieces. A pallet of tires. And then these two pallets here are of masonry bricks. And then I have, 4 sea containers. This one in the olive green, a flat black one, just a plain yellow one, and then one that's yellow with the Lego symbol on it. So that's pretty much all I've done for the harbor. I did mess around with the arrangement of the wheels. So instead of all the frame hanging outside the track, it's now inside. And that allowed me to put in all of the cones along the edge. And I think it just looks better. So I still want to work on that gantry crane and add a few more small details on this side between the lane and the fire station. But those are going to come, slowly. They're not going to be, they probably won't be in the next update, or at least not all of it will be. I'm currently working on building like this statue fountain kind of little park area that's going to go here. That's going to connect to this pathway here. I'll show that off once it's finished in the next city update. I'm hoping in the next update to either have started work on this building or started redoing this building. One of the two. I'm not sure which. I'm also hoping to start on a few vehicle mocks instead of just working on city stuff. I want to build a large heavy-duty forklift that can is capable of moving these large sea containers. I'm not going to place it in the city. That'll be something that goes on display over on the shelves just because I don't have room in my harbor for it. But I want to build something like that just because I got the inspiration when I was building those big containers. Another thing is that hazmat unit that I mentioned to fill up my engine bays. I also want to build a old-fashioned like black coupe car to place out front of the jazz club, because I have a mafia boss on the inside, with a few scenes like a mafia dude and an assassin, that kind of thing, just to add some stories to the city. So I kind of want to put a nice, like old-fashioned mafia car, like a mafia boss car out front. So I want to do something cool like that. I also want to, maybe make some more tank mocks and other stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this city update. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.